Hello there and welcome to today's video. The topic for today, 6 emotional challenges that face every entrepreneur. I'm not sure about you and how you got started online or what decision-making process you went through, but there are so many stories about people, for example, who were retrenched, who were fired, who were retired out early or whatever it was, and they didn't want to leave, but they were left. Okay, and then I thought the company was everything to them. It was their security blanket, was everything, and all of a sudden they're out of a job. Okay, and when they're out of a job, one thing goes through their mind: they distrust companies for sure, and the last thing they want to do is ever work for another one. That's what happens with many people's thinking. So they think, well, why not work for me? And that's where often many people start online, right? For those purposes. They start online because they are sick of being kicked around and beaten around in the corporate environment, or the hassle of going to work, or being overlooked for promotions, or simply being fired, right? Whatever it may be. The problem is, when this happens, they come through the decision, yes, let's do this, let's run an online business, let's work from home. The question is, what do I do? Okay, they have no idea where to start. And really, the other thing is they don't have enough money probably to start a traditional business, so they think the only option they've got left is to go online. And I can relate to that. I truly can relate to that. I want to start and share some thoughts with you about what happens when you do this. My name is Beckenham, the village marketer. And as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. And I know today I'm going to share some things that probably very few people talk about in public, but I think we ought to do it. I really think we ought to do it, okay? I can remember, I'm now 73, 74 this year, but I can remember in my early 60s, right, when I first started the online adventure, I remember reading this book called, no, it wasn't a book, it was an article or something like called 33 Side Hustles You Could Start Today, okay? Online, okay? Now, it wasn't dog walking and things or renting or investing in property things. This was actually online. And they talked about terms I never even heard of before. Things like affiliate marketing, network marketing, SEO, list building, drop shipping, okay? Content marketing, blogging. I mean, all this stuff is like gobbledygook to me. I didn't know what it was, right? But I decided, okay, I'm studious about this. I will look into it. And many people do the same. And when they do this, okay, when they actually start this, then really they discover fairly quickly that building an online business is not a pretty picture. It's not as easy as people make out. It's not as easy as these people selling you stuff make out either, right? And because of that, there's a lot of emotional challenges come with it. And I thought I'd share with you today some emotional challenges that you may be familiar with, okay? Now, if you find any value in what I'm sharing with you, please leave me a comment and share the video if you think someone can benefit from it. I'd really appreciate that, all right? All right, here are some emotional challenges, and I want you to put your honesty hat on and ask and tell me, or not, don't tell me, acknowledge whether this is you. 1, mentally exhausted, okay? I mean, perhaps right now you're still working rather than being fired or whatever it is. And if you're still working in it and you're trying to start an online business, you're getting home after work, and be quite frank with you, you're just mentally exhausted, okay? And physically exhausted as well. You're tired, and you're also feeling under pressure, and you're under pressure because you want things to happen, but you're not making the progress you expected, and you're putting expectations on yourself that are causing you to become even more stressed out and more mentally exhausted. If this is you, okay, you are not alone. The worst place to be quite frank with you, if you're feeling like that, is on Facebook, because so many people on Facebook really bullshit, excuse the French, about how good their business is, right? They are not telling you the truth. They are really not telling you the truth because they're not prepared to own up to themselves, to tell themselves the truth. And that's why they're going to be a severe problem. The second bit of emotional challenge they've got is loneliness. Do you feel that loneliness? I mean, you're isolated. You're in front of your PC or your laptop or on your phone, sitting wherever it is. Okay, but you feel lonely about it because this is you and your business, and you haven't got a team of people around you normally, unless you're doing a network marketing venture, etc. But even that takes some time to get started, right? And you're not just isolated, but you're also unsure and you're insecure. So when you're unsure and you're insecure, then you start questioning yourself. Oh, am I doing the right thing here? I don't know, maybe this is not right. Maybe I shouldn't have started this in the first place. Let me show you this. If you're feeling that way, that is very common as well. People don't tell you this, but it's true. It is very common as well. Can you get over it? Yes, you can. I'm going to share you some solutions in a minute. Okay, but I just want to tell you the truth first. And I want you to acknowledge if this is what you feel. Okay. Another one is being maybe ostracized to a certain extent by your family, because they just feel like you're spending so much darn time on social media, for example, or on your website or your blog or something or other, and you're ignoring or you're shutting out requests from them. But you know they're asking you that. You know they're asking you, and because of that, you start to feel guilty, right? So there's a combination of emotional things going on here. And I'm hoping I'm hitting some chords with you, because I'm really trying to make public something that very few people talk about. So when you feel guilty because you're shutting out your family, because you're thinking to yourself and you justify it, I'm working for them. I wish they would understand this, okay? But they can't see that. And don't expect them to. This is your call, not their call, right? So accept the fact that this is going to be another mental stress, okay? Another one, because of all this going on, there's a lack of self-belief starting to happen. You're starting to self-doubt yourself, okay? Is that happening to you? Can you relate to that? Where you're feeling, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I can't do this. I don't know how people do this. I don't know whether I can do this. I feel uncomfortable doing this. All these things are going through your head, okay? And if that's the case, then you start thinking, well, why in the heck would anyone listen to me anyway? Maybe my whole idea of running a business was a stupid decision in the first place. Why did I make that decision? Okay, they're the questions, they're the feelings, they're the thoughts running through your head. If that's true, once again, I can tell you, it is very common. You are not on your own, okay? And finally, with all that, with mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, isolation, being ostracized by your family and questioned by your family, your loss of self-belief, all that can head to one other thing, and it's called burnout. Burnout, okay? In other words, you hustle yourself into a corner, and we all can't handle all that. And if that's the case, then you are going to feel pretty bloody miserable, okay? So I'm painting a pretty bleak picture, I appreciate it, but I'm trying to get the truth to you. I'm really trying to share the truth to you. Now, there is no magic solution to these things, but there is a way to accept the practicality of your situation, and you can overcome and or avoid some of these emotional challenges. And let me share some thoughts with you. But it really comes back to you. I can talk to you until I'm blue in the face, but it's really up to you and your belief system, and are you prepared to do certain things, right? Because I can share this with you. Some things you should be doing right now you don't feel comfortable in doing, but you have to do them if you want to succeed. You might feel uncomfortable in them, but think of another thing. If you are not making the progress you've made, what's the point of continuing doing exactly the same thing you're doing now? Because it's not going to work. And all you're going to do is in 3 months' time, 6 months' time, 1 year's time, be further down the chute, right? Be in a worse situation than you are right now, because you've wasted more time and more money and achieved no progress. So you've got to be prepared. And one of the ways to address your emotional challenges, you've got to be prepared to take a chance. You've got to be prepared to make a change. You've got to be prepared to do this. All right? Part of that is when you're taking a chance, I sort of hesitated a fraction. I knew you said something wrong. By taking a chance, I'm saying do something different, but just don't do anything different. For example, don't stop chasing these shiny objects. I can tell you, if you are struggling online right now, okay, then don't think you're struggling, okay? Just accept the fact that you're going through a difficult time. Don't call yourself a struggler. You will be attracting people to you like flies to a honey pot, because there are people out there and you are their ideal target market, and they want to sell you stuff, right? That promises you the world. These are the shiny object syndrome sellers. It looks fantastic, okay? And you fall for it. I fall for it. Everybody falls for it because you want a way out of your problems. And you think, God, for $29.95 I could solve the whole darn problem. Wish I'd found this before, right? Doesn't work, does it, right? Doesn't work. Stop chasing shiny objects. There is no magic solution to running a successful business online. Let me put it another way. If you're chasing two rabbits, you're going to catch neither of them, all right? Stop chasing shiny objects. Second, be prepared to invest in yourself. Invest in your education. If you feel right now that you don't have the money to invest in your education, then what is the point? You are not going to be able to improve your skill set. And your skill set is the thing that's going to drive your future. You need to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in yourself, I can tell you, you are killing your business potential right here and now. So if you've got a difficulty with funds, I'm going to finish and tell you something about that. One of the things you should think about is prioritize your limited funds. One thing you should be doing with it is educating yourself. Please do that. But you've got to go through a careful selection process of the type of education you use, which I'll come to later. Next, remember what's going right for you, not just what's going wrong. It's easy to think of all the bad things, right? But there's also things going right for you. Think about that. Maybe, for example, in your social media, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever it may be, you're getting more people liking your posts. You're getting more people giving you comments. That's a plus. That's a plus, right? Use it. You're doing something. Many people post up and get nothing. If you're getting some sort of success there, give yourself a clap and a pat on the back, for goodness sake. You need to give yourself that. You need to recognize that some things are going right. Maybe you're building your list. Maybe you've got another 50 people added to your list. Maybe you've got an open rate for your list that's improving. There's no point in having a list of people on your email list if no one opens your emails, right? But if you're improving the open rate on your email list, that's a plus, okay? So think of the things that are going right for you. That will reduce the stress levels, because if you're putting in the effort, and you know you are, then in the whole picture, even though the progress may have been small for you, there is success. Look for those success for your own benefit, for your own peace of mind, for your own sanity. Look for those success patterns and make sure you acknowledge them, okay? Because you can't do it on your own otherwise. Next, rank your daily activity to-do list. Rank it. And when I mean rank it in terms of what is important, not what you want to do, but what you need to do, okay? What you need to do. And let me share this point with you. One thing you need to do on a regular basis is be talking to potential prospects for your business. Do not put that off by saying, I'm busy creating a blog post. I'm busy making a video for my Facebook Live. I'm busy putting images on, whatever it may be. If you are procrastinating and putting off talking to potential customers, then you are really fooling yourself. So when you have a to-do list, your number one priority should be talking to your potential customers or attempting to get contact with potential customers. Prospecting is something that you need to do on a regular, persistent basis. Next one, don't expect miracles. It's a lot of work to make a success online. It really is, and you know that right now, okay? It takes a lot of work. And there may be people you are seeing who have made $1,000 in a week and all this sort of stuff. That's fine, okay? But they don't tell you how long it took them to get there, right? They don't tell you all the failures and mistakes they made, okay? So you're going through a very normal process. So don't expect miracles. But my thoughts to you is this: keep your passion and keep your persistence. Keep your passion and keep your persistence. Those two things will get you a long, long way. Start small. Don't try and start big, right? Start small and take small little steps, okay? And be quite frank, as you're doing that, one of the key parts to your success, even though you've had limited success so far and you think, wow, who would want to talk to me and I don't know what I can do and I haven't earned much money and people will ask me how much money I've made and all these thoughts will go through my mind. Stop. Solve that problem easy. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Be transparent, okay? Be absolutely transparent. Be truthful. When someone says to you, how much money have you made in this? You can simply say, if he's made nothing, zero. I've made zero. But by heck, I'm going to give you the very best service you've ever had in your life. All I want you to do is give me the chance, because it costs you nothing to hear what I can do for you, right? It costs you nothing to do that. And I will prove to you I can give you the best service you've ever seen. And by the way, commit yourself to doing that. And if they ask you questions you don't know the answers to, go and find the answers out. That's what Google's all about. It's all there for you, right? But by being totally transparent, you may surprise yourself. People will think, wow, I didn't expect this, right? And they will give you the chance. They will give you the chance. So don't get hung up and stressed out about the fact that if someone's going to ask you how much you've made, you're thinking, oh, not too much, I don't know. And you're mumbling. Come straight out and say, I'm brand new. I'm actually brand new. I haven't had a chance to make any money yet. Or I'm restarting and rejigging my entire business because I made mistakes. And I'm here to show you how to avoid those mistakes. Don't do the same ones I've done. And I'm going to give you the best service you've ever had. I can guarantee you that as well. And then you can decide in your own right, in your own heart, Mr. Prospect, Mrs. Prospect, whether in fact what I'm doing for you is what you want. I can tell you, if you would adopt that attitude, you'll feel better inside, they'll feel better for you, and that stress is gone completely. Think it through. Take some guts to do that, but think it through, because the truth is what it's all about. Truth and integrity with transparency, and you being humble and you being vulnerable, putting all those together, right? You are taking all your negatives and you're rolling them into a pattern, and that pattern of combining humble, honesty, integrity, truthfulness, and vulnerability, I can tell you, if you do that, you are absolutely going to attract people, because you are rare. You are truly a rare bird, okay? And you will be someone they think, what a refreshing person to talk to. Okay, I hope you got that message, because it's very important. I'm telling you from my heart and from experience, because that's exactly what I had to do. Okay, next, limit your time on social media. Do not spend any more time than you have to. Try and limit your time to 1 hour a day, for example. You haven't got to do it in one hit. Maybe do 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 15. Just spend 1 hour a day on Facebook. And if you're on LinkedIn, 1 hour a day on LinkedIn. Don't try and be on too many darn social media platforms at once. That's a waste of time. You can leverage your stuff on the other ones, but don't spend time on them. Restrict the time on your social media. And if you know you've got 15 minutes, 4 lots of 15 minutes, for example, I can tell you that will focus you. That will focus you to make sure that you're doing everything you need to do quick time and not waste time on social media, because it'll just swamp you otherwise, okay? Now, finally, second last, when you start to believe in your ability to work things out, then people, your prospects, will believe in you. Let me say that again to you. When you start to believe that you can work things out, then your prospects will believe in you. And the reason I'm saying this to you is because it's not what you say then, it's how you say it. And you're going to be sharing thoughts that are not just transparent and the truth, but with passion and conviction. And that's what I'm looking for in you. And that's what you need to share. This is critical to your success, all right? So finally, I'll finish with this. If money is really, really tight for you, and if you're struggling in your business right now, it probably is tough for you, right? And if you're getting home from work and you're tired and you're thinking, oh, I've got to spend all this time doing Facebook and whatever it is and videos, remind yourself, 1 hour maximum, okay? Then get back to your family, live a life, okay? But if his money is really tight, then prioritize the way you spend your money. And I want you to please write this down, because this is the key to your success. Prioritize the money you're going to spend to get people that can listen to you and understand you, that can help you, and then help you prioritize getting a proven and repeatable process to attract and convert customers. To get a proven and repeatable process that will attract and convert customers. If you've got that in place, I can tell you, you've just made a huge jump in your business potential. Think that through, okay? I hope you found that helps, because I can tell you, if you've got that, nothing else matters. The only thing that's important is your integrity and your reputation. And if you're doing things right, it's fine, right? So if you've got a process of being able to attract and convert potential clients for yourself, that's what you're looking at. Thank you very much for sharing your valuable time with me. If this was of value to you, maybe other people can actually benefit from it as well. And I know I went a bit long, but it's really very important, and very few people share this sort of stuff. Okay, thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.